Hey guys, the sun's setting and I just figured I'd take you out here and see what we got growing. This is a hibiscus that made it. It overwintered, so we're going to see how that reacts. Got a Georgia collard right there. This is some of our kales and some of our onions. Another Georgia collard, a couple of them. Next to a seeding carrot. Red Russian, curly, lacinato. And then we got our painted mountain corn here, a couple more collards in there. So that should be knee-high by the 4th of July. I got some nice cucumbers coming up in here. What are you guys doing? This is one of my squash beds. It's an heirloom zucchini, Italian zucchini. I got some little fresh asparagus coming up this year. Really beautiful columbine in here. And any moment, the hummingbird moths will come out and start feeding on that. They come out every night. But the reason I wanted to do this video is to show you some of these squash blooms I have. This is a little apple tree bed here we have with some lettuces, some purple mountain spinach. And this is some of our fall gold raspberry. And this is some of the excellent work from our cats, keeping the pocket gophers off of our food. Beautiful looking lettuces, collards. A huge bed of Jerusalem artichoke right there, surrounding that apple tree. Quite a bit of Jerusalem artichoke in there. Another really nice columbine. And let me take you up. Some of our honeybees on there, some wild bees. Now up here I planted some squash out on these hills. That's some type of winter squash. I got some watermelons up here, but these are pink bananas. I don't know if you've ever seen a sprout that's as big as your hand. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Well, it's just closing up for the night, I guess. But those are giant pink banana squash. Here we have some golden wax currant. It's obviously got a few berries on it. That's Johnny. There's Hades. Hades is probably the best pocket gopher. That's a guy. I'll take you out front here and just show you what stage we're at. The last frost date is today, so if you wanted to plant anything out, like a pepper or a tomato, you would do that today. But we've already have seeds out. I just planted a bunch of beets. This is a beet bed here I just replanted, so hoping that does well. Here I got a bed I planted out with several things. It's a lot of pollinators here, a lot of flowers. I got some sunset sunflower. I got a row of zinnia. I've got 2 rows of summer radish. I think they're French breakfast radish. So this is black hullis barley. I got some nicotiana in there as a pesticide. A bunch of celeries and some lacinato. In this bed, I decided to go all asparagus. So we planted lots of seed in here, and you can see the asparagus is coming up. I probably have 30 or 40 asparagus is coming up in here, which is good news. And I've been planting that everywhere. Here's a 3-year-old asparagus plot in the chocolate mint here. And you can see one of the asparagus is already probably 4 feet high. But you can see in here, after about 3 years, we've got, you know, a dozen or two, maybe 2 dozen asparagus fronds coming up here. So eventually these will be nice spears. And we had 3 or 4 spears come up here this spring, but we didn't pull them, ding ding, because you want to let them mature and flower out. That's what I've been told. More Jerusalem artichoke here, an entire cilantro bed there with some lettuce. This is a purple Jerusalem artichoke. We have some heirloom potatoes in here. This is some garlic, some onions, a couple nice onions in there developing, and some cilantro, some collards, and some other pollinators. Some more garlic and nicotiana, some cauliflower, broccoli, a lot of cauliflower and broccoli in here. This entire area, oh, this is pretty nice. This is some arugula from early in the spring that's got our bees on. That's now flowering and really pollinator friendly. This entire bed of spinach and sunflower, as well as some collards and broccoli and some heading cabbage in here and lettuces and spinach seed. This is a spinach seed bed, and so we'll replant this just in a week or so as soon as the seed develops. Got some peas coming up, pretty nice. 3 different heirloom varieties of potatoes here. This is an early variety we planted probably first week of May, just about to flower. I did see some flowers on that. Looks like a purple variety, looks like a white variety here and a purple variety there. This is a variety that's purple and white spotted, called Masquerade. And then this is the last bed we put in probably about 4 weeks ago. So we're going to have a lot, typically 300 to 500 pounds of potatoes coming out of here. Here is one of about 5 carrot beds. Maybe get 100 carrots out of that one. I just planted asparagus beans, which are these foot-long Chinese beans there. Huge amounts of cut flowers, some winter squash, and zinnias, and chard, and all kinds of stuff over there. So we'll watch when that pops. I got this new winter squash bed that I dug right out of the ground, made a reverse hugel, which is a trough in the clay, and filled it with really good soil. This is going to be all of our heirloom melons. You can see some of them coming up there. These are all melons from Southwest Seed, or what is it called? It's a company right near here that seed saves indigenous seed. Oh, it's Native Seed Search. And we got some zucchinis here. These are some heirloom northern Italian zucchini. This is my sweet corn bed. About 100 sweet corn in here. Just starting to come up. So, good thing that they're not going to freeze or get stunted. There's no frost at all in the forecast. But there is a gopher hunter right there. Ain't that right? Got some more peas coming up here. Beautiful peony. First time for the season. More peas coming up here. Looking pretty vibrant. I mean, they finally, you could tell the nighttime temperatures changed, and there's definitely some growth there. A little bit of Jerusalem artichoke. That's a goji berry. That's a nectarine. The goji's getting attacked. Beautiful white onions here, flowering. We got this huge patch of tansy with a serviceberry and an apple tree. I just got some haskap into the ground. I've been growing them for 2 years. They're really expensive, and this is all they are. This is a $50 tree, for goodness sakes, in this region. And that's one of our haskap. Next is some fava beans and some snap peas here. Look at these favas flowering. Beautiful. We got a nectarine and a Nanking cherry, 2 more haskaps. This is a type of sand cherry that's a ground cover from, it's almost like a dwarf or a bonsai. It's really good for extreme areas like this, and it's doing excellent. So I think we're gonna get a lot of cherries off of that. That sand cherry there. It's another Nanking cherry. Planted some elderberry twins here from bare root, and they are growing, which is a pretty good sign that those elderberries are taking. Some really nice favas coming up here with some snap peas. Everything is prolifically blooming, and so we're stoked about that, and the purple mountain spinach. Prolific as always. Another plum tree. This looks like another plum. Another plum. We're plum crazy, and here is another one of those reverse hugels. And this might be some patty pan squash. Not really sure. I won't know until it gets bigger. So that's the state of the orchard currently. What are you growing? Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Share this with like-minded people. And if you choose to grow in an area like we do, my goodness, bless your heart. It's not easy. But when you get a strawberry on a plant, wow, you know you're doing something right. And also, I planted a trumpet vine here 3 years ago, and it never came out of the ground. And this spring, well, there it is. So hopefully good things. Be safe. We love you. Well.